Now that you have seen and can appreciate the amount of work that goes into making your very own homemade gingerbread house or sleigh, it is to no surprise and no wonder that maybe one would want to preserve this and make it last another year. If you've made a beautiful house and you want to preserve it and keep it, you're going to want to wrap it up at the end of the season. And when I mean wrap it up, just put it in a nice large garbage bag and put it in a closet. I have a basement where I live, so it's perfect. I've got a shelf, nothing else goes on that shelf, and I stick it sealed in the garbage can so no dust. I don't think we have rodents, but nothing can get inside of it, and it just comes out beautiful the next year. So this is going on 2 or 3 years here. I'm pretty proud of this, but it took a beating last winter. And as you can tell by the photos, it looks like, we have Christmas parties. Kids must have just got so excited and they run their fingers along and they just can't help but touch those beautiful icicles. And that's okay. We can fix that. And you can notice the frosting is just starting in the details of the front of the house and the back of the house especially, where it's just kind of breaking off. And with your royal icing, I'm going to show how you can fix that. You just make a new batch and put on your tips, and you have to decorate vertically, which is a little hard. But fix that, and then when we get to the snow, it's so easy. Just break off these icicles or go over them and put on new icicles, and you can use it for one more season. So I will use this one more time, and then it'll probably be retired, and I'll pull off my trees and all the decorations that I love in here that I've bought, and then make a new one next year. And I save my board. Why throw it away? It's perfect. This is actually the one my mother used, so I use it every year. And let's go and get to work repairing this. If you can notice and look closely, I wasn't making up the fact that those big pretzels are indestructible. Not one got broken. Here I'm just going to include some footage of me replacing the icicles on this old home. In the beginning, I started to chip off the existing icicles, but then I just started laying the new frosting over them. It really didn't matter. It covered it up and it just saved a step. You might be thinking, well, I don't have a basement. I don't live where there are basements. That's okay. I didn't either. I grew up in a home in California, and we had very little space in our home. We didn't even have shelf or closet space in our small home. So my mom would put a garbage bag around it, and she would clear a shelf in our garage. And this was always a little nerve-wracking for her because we did have mice and rodents occasionally. And I think they may have found them a couple years, but other years they were preserved fine. So she would put them on a shelf up in her garage and pull them out. So that is another option for those that don't have basements or have much space inside their homes. This is my sleigh from last year. This side looks good. I've had it out for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and with all the excitement of Christmas up, it's taken a beating. I don't think I want to redo that. It's just looking old. So I'm going to try something new. We've got to use our royal frosting to replace some things that kids have pulled off. But I'm going to repair this. Instead of use a whole new board like this one, we are going to take our pieces that we made this year, and we are going to destroy this sleigh, save the snow and everything I have on this nice board, and just put up the new pieces. Okay, I've sped this up for you, and what I'm doing is I'm taking off and destroying this existing sleigh. And what I discovered is that those were glued down to those candy cane sticks. I was hoping to save the candy cane sticks, but soon realized I couldn't. And so I ripped those off as well. And you can see me dumping the extra, frosting pieces into the sink to throw away. But what I loved is that it provided an imprint and the space, the actual footing and size I needed to place the next sleigh. So that was really convenient. And I'm going around and replacing figurines with my royal icing batch to get a secure footing for those. And then it's just like you learned in a prior tutorial how to assemble a sleigh. You just go around putting the pieces and then start decorating it. I just really love doing this, and I think I will in future years, saving my board as long as my snow icing looks good, because it saves a step of making a board and all those extra batches of frosting. So you can probably get away with this for 2 or 3 years, and then your snow icing just won't look that great and it will start to look old, and then you just scrap it and start fresh and new again. But it's a really great, convenient thing to do, and hopefully now you have learned that you can save and repair houses and sleighs, and good luck to you in future years if you choose to do this.